Bet that will fit in my pack. These boots have seen everything. Breathe quiet. Move with care. Before me.
We will not fail, Vlaakith.
I expect you to fall on your sword if you do.
Stuff your belly, brother. The feast's begun.
Don't waste a step.
and lapidem.
The deal is done. Shall we extend our contract? Consider it a deal, my morsel. You know my terms. Sound the horn when you are ready.
Better than nothing. What's inside? What's in here?
Unusual runes are etched on the slate, forming an array of arcs and circles. Magical energy courses through the slate. You are flooded with understanding. A mystical map glows before you, revealing a Githyanki refuge within a temple at the mountain pass. This must be the crash that Lae'zel seeks. The slate also reveals the Githyanki's purpose. They are combing the Sword Coast in search of a polyhedric relic of great importance to their queen.
Touch. A dragon is not to be trifled with. useful. Can't slow down. Maybe I need more pockets. The shield is still warm to the touch. The dragon is not to be trifled with. What's hiding here? I need a quick word.
How you doing, pal? Looking for some odds and ends? Well, I've scavenged all sorts. Praise the absolute. you doing, pal? Looking for some odds and ends? I've scavenged all sorts. Praise the abs...
It's been a day, Scratch. Come here, boy.
Speak. Your skull trembles, your parasite wriggles. Lae'zel sees your memories of your confrontation with Kithrak Voss.
Voss? Justil Kithrak, Knight Supreme. An honorable warrior, Vlaakith's finest. He'd have led us right to the crash. Instead, he watches from the skies like a falcon, and we are his prey. Skvar, an unexpected complication. I'm vexed. And more so, impressed. A lesser man would be adorning the road as a shredded corpse. Yet your head remains firmly atop your shoulders. Why should I mourn a Sarth who failed Justil Kithrak's orders? I do not honor mediocrity. Now, to the point. The creche is not far from where you met Voss. We must go there immediately. Unless, of course, you'd rather sprout waxy tendrils where there were no tendrils before. Keep me at your side, and I will invoke protocol. It is my people's duty to aid infected Githyanki. It is over where I am concerned. It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor. It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich Elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still. A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others. Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Gladly.
Looking ahead. Here we go.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily. Your mind is a canyon, and the words echo from every crevasse.
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. You're coming.
What the? This stuff is everywhere.
slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil. You can't recall anything this esoteric. There are too many rituals about swords to count. It feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade, but with another hard yank, the weapons...
Gods, what's happening?
I'm careful.
I'll fill that one later.
I'll take that. Out of sight, out of mind. On my way. Always room for more. Broken bones must have fallen. Need to find a way forward. No traps, please. I don't need any attention right now.
Let's get going.
At the ready. Let's have a look. A couple turns should do. The Zentarum, mercenaries and cutthroats. Useful friends if you can afford them. doesn't work. Wish I had a bag of holding. That wasn't a bullet. Was it? What are those? Torch stalk. Best watch my step. They like to explode. Not sure what the other mushrooms are. Close at hand. More for me. Best be on my way. Anything of use? Corpses. These creatures did battle with Duergar. A camp. Looks abandoned.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy. Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you. corpse twitches in response to the spell, and you note its delicate filaments. It had been merely a child. Like its living counterparts, the corpse speaks in your mind.
A sprout. Burn. Greed wars. Hurt. 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 No. Death. No death. Magic. Behind the door. Old ones enter. Sovereign enters. No one else.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Open up. What is the creature doing to those corpses?
Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwergar, dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakeward.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them. We breathe life into our enemy's flesh. The dead make a fine host for my growing children. You may not. The spores hear only the circle. They dance to no other harmony.
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwergar.
The Dwergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song. The Sovereign gifts you one more vision, a wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the circle a service. We will await word.
I have something to ask.
Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the Underdark. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Can't give up. Others need me. Dwegar slashed me.
Like dwarves, Dwegar have innate resistance to poison, and thus no need for intricate brews. Though deadly if left untreated, the poison can be cured by the antidote or natural remedies.
Myconids. Oh, took pity on me. Sound lads, especially since the Greys gave him hell for it. Gods. Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me? I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me. Maybe not, but you are. I need you to rescue my kin. We can pay. We're Ironhand Clan, best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwegar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake. Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual. But our work pays well. Help my clan, and we'll make it worth your while, I swear. Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here... I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dwegar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and... wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance at your service. It's not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi. Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep? Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power? You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zirkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside his head, but he hasn't turned.
No cellomorphosis. That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted? I have broken free from the Elder Brain's yoke. I no longer serve the grand design. I ask that you refrain from violence, while I respect that your opinion of my kind may not change. A collective quest to eliminate the Gith and enslave all other humanoids. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
As the Meloan's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis. I can only theorize, but I suspect your transformation would be both agonizing and instantaneous.
I thought it was always agonizing, Omelium.
Well, yes, but that wasn't my point. No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. Moreover, the cranium has undergone severe trauma. It is a miracle the brain functions at all. Extraction would risk much. I intend no disrespect, but one can only heal so much of their own brain tissue. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination. A nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion. Of course, I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have An idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind. A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh tongue of madness and Timisk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timisks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mystra as a cleric. She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
May your travels be safe and swift. I have never seen anything like it, Blur. Is my species evolving?
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries? The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality. Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, Trillimac. I've studied them for years.
There is rare magic in the Underdark too. Faerûn. It radiates from the earth, warping, teleportation, and divination magic.
This is not a wasteland. It is a glorious ecosystem. Every civilization here could thrive without conflict. I observed the fight from a distance. Combat is not my field of expertise, but the Myconids handled themselves well enough. I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking. Very well. How is your more personal research progressing?
Not well. The nutrition my species receives from other minds
is difficult.
Angry trills and tremors shake your skull. Cries of anguish to its mycelic god.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name. Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick. Right now, waiting for that idiot Balin's return. Unless you've seen him, we don't have much to discuss. Like I told you already, I'm waiting for that lummox Balin. The rest is my own business. Right. Never mind. My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it. Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Fleshwalker, tongue talker, far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
It shivers in understanding.
Dwargar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwargar rot. I mean to join you.
Even with your keen eyesight, the hole below you soon plummets into an abyss of impossible darkness. Faint sounds echo against unseen stone, nothing discernible by eye or ear. Your call echoes as it plunges downward, before gradually fading away.
Something sharp. Deep. This calls for careful footwork. Can't risk being in open view. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Let's get in and out. Always room for more. Light on my feet. Swift as my feet can carry me. Softer than a whisper. Let's see what you're hiding. Have I been this way before?
paper bag. These mushrooms. Toxic. Scroll. Escape. My bag, please. I've dropped it somewhere. Thank you. Thank you. No, bad idea.
No one's stopped me yet.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
I need that bag.
Better be cautious.
Wait. How'd I get here?
Time for bitter business the light would fear to shine on.
Ah! Oh. I'm all right.
Bits have seen everything.
Walk in death.
I can finally breathe. Ah, right. What were you saying? I was looking for Derek. She'll be worried sick. I must need to go. For you. Your trouble. Ta.
Got my useless old man back. I suppose that's your doing. His hands are empty as a whole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough. Please, Balin's got a job to do. We can leave when he's done it. Love? Never heard of it. Balin's meek now, but he used to be a rotten old bastard. Treated me like an old shoe for 70 years. Losing his mind was the only good he ever did by me. Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it. Nearly nothing it can't cure. Blindness, poison, hair loss. Probably. But Balin in his right mind wasn't worth half of noble stock. I know him better than anyone. Got the scars to prove it. Ah. To no surprise of mine, you're more competent than Balin. Go on then. Hand it over. Sell it. What else? Worth more than its weight in gold to folk back in Baldur's Gate. There ain't much it can't cure. Loads. But I haven't got anything to offer for it. And I'm counting on the shroom for that. Give it or don't. Thanking you. I'll be on my way then. Look, I do thank you. Come visit me in Baldur's Gate if you find yourself that way. I run a shop called Bone Cloaks. Balin nearly sunk the shop to pay for a drink. When he was of his own mind. This might allow me to hang on a little longer. You take care out here. We'll be clearing it. No point in lingering now I've got the noble stock. Have I got everything then?